So good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's web discussion on career in sports event management. I'm Dr. Santosh Kumar, and I'm delighted to host today's discussion. In today's session is very special because the sports industry in today's is not about a players and competitor. It is a global business involving media, a sponsorship, event, and engagement, analytics, marketing, finance, operation, and so many different fields are coming together to form an industry which is called sports industry. So in today's discussion, what exactly we try to do it, this discussion is between the two academicians. I coming from a background from an Indian industry and the sports event academia, while my partner is a Professor Nicolas. He is coming from a renowned business school, that is a KEDGE Business School, with have a triple crown status. He will represent that global environment of the sports and industry. And our core focus will be how the global sports industry is changing, how the Indian sports and event industry is changing, what are the career opportunity in the industry, and how our upcoming course on MSc in Sports and Event Management will prepare our student for these careers.
So thanks a lot, Dr. Santos. So let me introduce myself. I'm Nicolas Buttafoghi. I'm the head of the MSc program at KEDGE Business School. So as you said, when we talk about the sports global industry today, we are talking about a multi-million dollar global business ecosystem that includes, of course, sports team, leagues, but also major rights, sponsorship, events are really important, the fan engagement and also the fan management, data analytics, because it's really important in all businesses, and of course, sports technology. So today, I think it's really important to understand that sports is not just a competition. It's not two teams, one team against another. No, it's a real business, an entertainment industry, and also a media industry combined together.
Absolutely, Nicholas. If you see that Indian prospect, the Indian industry, sports industry is growing very fast pace. In India, like Indian Premium League, Indian League for a football, Pro Kabaddi, and many major event which is happening into India. Now India is becoming a hub where a lot of international players are looking India to make their career into an industrial part and in a sports part. That's why there are lots of demand happening for a professional who understand the sports management, who understand the marketing of our sports, who understand the sponsorship business, event operation and analytics. That's why suddenly there is a lot of demand happening into Indian sports industry.
Yeah, you are totally right. It's exactly what we see globally as well. So the sports industry is now really different than a few years ago. Why? Because it's now requires professionals with a business knowledge. Sports and business are now linked, and it's essential. So it's also, of course, linked to finance. Why? Because when you manage a team, you need to have knowledge in finance. Of course, when you have a team, when you are in sports, you need also to talk about marketing and, of course, about analytics, operation, but and all applied specifically to sports and events.
Yeah, you rightly say, like for the student point of view, sports is not only the industry where player will think about their career, but as a manager can also think about their career in detail. Recently, there are a lot of businesses upcoming which is linked to the sports only. They require a lot of manager. There are thousands of career opportunity which is available for the student who want to think that to be a good manager into sports and event management. If you see that Indian structure, the Indian job market can be management of so many league and their franchising. It can be event management company. It can be a sports marketing agency. Even the sports academy and training center are evolving in India. There are so many stadium and facility management are there. And due to evolving all these new type of league which is happening into Indian market, a sports tourism is also evolving. A lot of dollar can be earned by using the sports tourism concept. And nowadays, government is also supporting that entire project in India. And government of India have started a movement which is called Khelo India. Under this movement, government is trying to develop a lot of sports facility in a rural part as well as urban part of India, which is creating a lot of career opportunity. And I think the same is happening, yeah, in a global prospect as well.
Yeah, of course, totally agree with that. And so clearly, sports management is a career industry today in all countries. I think it's my point of view, but I know that you are sharing the same point of view. It's not just a passion industry. It's now a business industry, and we need people to answer to this business demand.
So if there are a lot of career opportunity, Nicholas, we should definitely, there is a gap. We should introduce certain new courses which fulfill the career and the skill gap into this field. That's why we want to discuss more about how this MSc Sports and Event Management program and how and why we have made this program very unique and how it can be add value to the student in India. Mainly this program, what we are offering now is MSc in Sports and Event Management, which will run at a KEDGE affiliate India Center. And mainly this program is designed to prepare a student for a career in sports and event management industry. Although the business education, industry exposure, internship, live project, everything will be there. But apart from that, we are adding a value from expert from a France, because KEDGE being into a premium institution in this category, we are also introducing the faculty member and their expertise into this field. That will add a more value to the Indian student.
Yes, it's what you said. It's to give more value to students. So from the global perspective, this program includes international curriculum. That's why we wanted to have Indian teacher, but also, of course, international teachers. We will have teachers from United States, for example, but also for France, with a strong experience in sports management. Thanks to that, we'll be able to give you some global case studies, and the objective is to understand how the global sport industry operates, especially with European sports model, international events, because of course it's linked, sponsorship structures, and sports marketing strategy. It's what we said a few minutes ago.
True. So with a global prospect, we will give a more focus on an Indian ecosystem as well. Because when student is coming from an Indian understanding, they understand that pretty well how what ecosystem are changing in Indian market. So as the professors from outside is adding more value for being international, in the same manner, we try to give a more flavor of an Indian ecosystem into it. Well, in this entire program, the Indian sports ecosystem will try to give a live project which is based on the Indian industry, which is based on the Indian sports industry. Will give a student on a live streaming live project, which will give a more exposure into the Indian market. And definitely, as Professor Nicholas is trying to explain, since we are getting export from across the globe, the student will get an international perspective which can be applied into Indian ecosystem, and that can be given additional mileage for a student to do a more experiment for a growth of an Indian sports industry and the entire company as well.
Yes, because I think at the end of the program, the first objective is to have a job. Okay, that's why the strength of this program is to combine global knowledge with, of course, as you said, a local industry exposure.
True, true. So what exactly your advice for this Indian student about this program, Nicholas?
So first of all, my advice is to the students is that the sport industry is very exciting. Why? Because its sector is always in evolution. That's why it's very exciting, but it is also very professional and competitive. The sport today is a competition. And if you are in this kind of sector, you will be in competition with other person. So I think, first of all, students need to have a specific objective in sports, and then of course they need skills in communication, because it's essential to communicate with people, to understand what they want. Then of course it's what we said, Dr. Santosh, sports today is marketing, so it will be good to have skills in marketing. Of course data is essential, so because data is essential, we need to analyze this data. So skills in analytics is essential too. And of course, we will need to manage people in sports. So of course, skills in management are essential too.
It means this industry is growing. There's no doubt on that sports industry is growing. So if any student or any professional who want to make their career into this field, they require a right education. Without having a right education, they can't excel into this career. So it's the right opportunity for student and professional want to go into deep and want to grow into such career. They have to upgrade their skill set. That's why this course has been introduced as of now. So I definitely thanks Nicolas that you have given a clear perspective how this course will go ahead. And mainly we understand how that Indian prospect of a sports industry is there. And even the India is now not far behind the global prospect as the global sports industry is growing. In similar fashion, the Indian sports industry is also growing. And we can say that the student or a professional who want to make their career into sports, with the right skill set, they definitely can achieve their milestone, what exactly they want to achieve over there.
Yes.
Yeah. Basically, I want to understand what unique proposition that will add from the expert from a global aspect that the student can get, which is not available at any other schools in India or across the globe.
Yes, I think the most important, as you said, it's that we will have a link with an international culture in sports and a multiple point of view in each sectors really important in sports. It's what we said a few minutes ago with communication, marketing, analytics, management. And I think it's essential to be tomorrow, after the studies, a good professional, a good manager in sports and events management. And I think it's essential to have to helping students to build specific careers in a global sports industry.
So one more thing, Professor Nicolas, I want to understand, is there any specialization is possible into such course? If any student want to be a super specialized into such area, is it any possibility into this?
Yes, of course. It's possible to have a specific specialization in this industry because, of course, with global sports industry, Indian sports industry, and careers in sports and event management.
Great. So thank you everyone for joining us today. And we look forward to welcoming our student into this program and helping them to build their career. To all the participants who joined us today, we hope this session helped you to understand that sports is not just a game, but a large global business that require a professional in area of marketing, finance, analytics, event operation, media, and management. Our current MSc in Sports and Event Management program is designed to prepare students for exactly these roles through industry-oriented learning, international curriculum, internship, and live project. If you have a passion about sports and management of sports, this program can open exciting career opportunity for you in the sports industry. Thank you once again for joining us today. We hope to see you in MSc Sports Event Management program at our campus. Thank you and wonderful day ahead.